So today what we're gonna do is set up my 2026 planning system. I'm gonna put some of these inserts, as you saw in my last video, into my traveler's journals that I've been using for the past year. And I love how beat up it looks already. I don't particularly like whatever happened here, but that's all right. So we're gonna start with, this doesn't really need much of a setup, but we'll add like stickers and stuff for the months in this video. We'll do that at the end, but I wanted to start with my daily plan, which was this one. So we're gonna cover her up. We're gonna use the clear cover that I don't have in my shop as yet. I only sell them in person because I have very little quantity. Doesn't make sense to have them, but I will acquire more for 2026. But they are from the same brand, Serica Studio. If I can get it out of here, that would be nice. So again, it's just a clear cover for the insert. And they're super thick and durable. I have it on my finance or my budget planner as well. So I'm gonna get that done. And this planner is actually going to live outside of the rings because I want to be able to lay it flat, as I mentioned, or keep it open like that to see my daily plan. So this is why I decided to cover it, because I'm going to be taking it in and out of the insert. So there's a big glare because of the shiny things, but full transparency, this is a B grade from them, and I ordered this one for myself. I do carry the regular ones in my shop, but she didn't have the regular in this color, so I ordered like a B grade one. So I don't think, because of that, I don't think it's sitting straight in the plastic. So I'm gonna see how much that bothers me, which I don't think it should, especially if I'm gonna be flattening out in between other. So what I'm planning to do with this is, that one's going to be, I'm going to replace this one with this one for 2026. And it's obviously only about 100 pages. So of course it's not going to go through the whole year. Plus what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create, since I don't have a monthly calendar, I only have a weekly. I don't really use the monthly calendar like that, but what I think I'm going to do is, on the months that I have a lot of events, I think I'm going to create the month spread, then go into the dailies right after it, finish off the dailies, and then when I go into the new month, I can think about if I need a new month calendar. And I'm going to do something like this. And I got this from her video as well, to create your own calendar. I was going to do all the calendars like kind of like back to back, but I'm like, I don't really use calendars like that, like monthly overviews. And if anything, I could just reference my Google Calendar. So let's just put these things in here. And then this one was supposed to be for my social media. I'm gonna put it in here for now, but I don't think I'm gonna be using it, because I think I'm going to plan my social media out in my digital planner like this, so that I can write sloppy and messy and move stuff when I don't actually film. I could just move to another day versus paper where I have to be scratching stuff out. So this might just be part 2 of the other book, or I can use it for something else for now. I don't know. But let's start by getting this ready. Honestly, don't remember where I left off in the video, because I was trying to record, but my son being off from school, he's just so loud. So I couldn't record. And you would think it was a toddler. No, he's a 14-year-old. But his gaming and his stuff. Anyway, so in this book, which is my new 2026 book, as I mentioned, I wanted to put it in a cover so I can take it out, write it in, and kind of stick it back in as we go along, instead of having this, you know, opening this and trying to write in here, since I'm going to write in this every day more so than the other ones. But anyway, it's supposed to replace this. But I needed a monthly calendar, but I don't want to commit to buying, and I was going to, I was this close, can you even see it? This close to buying the Sterling Ink monthly, but I'm like, hold up, child, you don't always write in the monthlies. Why you need that? And I don't. So what I did was I followed Sarika Studios kind of like tutorial on just making your own calendar. And since I don't need it every single month, and I don't want them, I hate when the months are kind of like all at the front, like a Hobonichi weeks, and then you get into weeks, and then you get into whatever. I kind of hate that. So I wanted to do a month first, do all of my regular days like I did here. So I did all of my regular days. And then once I finish with the month, I can decide, do I need another monthly calendar for this month, and so forth. So I'm not, what's the word? I'm not confined to the setup at all. If I find that I don't even look at this, then for February, I'll just forgo it. I just did a big stamp of these numbers that I have. It's okay. So what I'm going to do here is going to do the goals of the month here. And then I don't know if I'm going to decorate this part. This is not a decorating video, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But I am going to probably put in, obviously I'm going to put in the dates. And then I'm going to probably put these little, depending on which color I pick, these little index dots to indicate when I have like an event or something important on that day. So that's going to be that for that. I want to do a cover page, and it's probably what I'll do today in this video. For the weekly, which actually starts next week, I'm one of the few, very, very few people that dislike a Monday start. I like my weeks to start on Sunday because that's when I do my planning. That's when I reset for the whole week, and having it at the end of the week is just, I hate it. I hate it, but whatever. We're going to go and live through it. I'm going to put these date tabs on the side here where the ones are at. And then I think I want to do the same thing with this black one. And these I got off of Amazon. They come in these 5 different colors. So I thought, I love them all. I think this green would be so nice with that. But then look at this blue. Oh my God. It would be nice with. But then look at this burgundy. Guys, I can't choose. And then since this thing is here, they kind of match each other. So I think I'm going to go with that. But then, look at this. I don't know. So it's between these two for the tabs. I will link this below if you are interested in these. I love these. And they're made out of like a textured paper. I don't know. They're really nice. I just don't want to do it on camera because I don't want to be like shaky and stuff. So I think I'm going to start it up here probably up here with it. And then kind of go down as the month goes by. But with this one, I can kind of do, because it already gives me the little tab section. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I did add this other book in here. And this was supposed to be for my social media, but I ended up putting my social media for now. This is why it's still in here. I don't know exactly if I'm going to switch back into this to use for social media. So for now, I put it in there. If anything, it could be my social media ideas instead. I don't know. A blank notebook is always good to have, so I'm not mad about that. We do have some, we do have like a few pages. Let me see. Actually, no, we don't. We just have one empty page in the sterling ink. I want to put something on here. I think I want to do what I did with my other sterling, where I put a cozy sticker and a coffee on here, because I do like it plain, but that's a little too plain. And then these already are kind of decorated minimally, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that just yet. So we'll just keep it blank for now. I don't want to commit to anything and be like, oh god, I hate that, because this one I did, like, see, I love my cozy sticker, and I did this coffee thing. I did break it by mistake, but I did this and I liked it. But this was because the Traveler's Notebook is like super plain and have nothing on it. But this, I kind of like, I don't know. I kind of want to get, and I probably will, Sarika Studio has these vinyl and they're gold foil sticker. She does have this flower too. And she does have this one as well, I believe. And I can stick that there so it can match this. So I might do that. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to leave her blank. I'm going to end this video here because if I have like decorating pieces and stuff like that, I want to... Actually, no. I'm going to put in these tabs and get back with you. So I'll come back when that's done. I'm not even going to put it on a time loop because I just want to make it perfect, and recording all that footage just to speed it up just makes no sense. All right, so I have my 2026 set up-ish. So let's run through the things that I'm going to use for 2026, which is not a lot. 2 of them are ones that I'm just bringing back to use again, so we're not going to go in through those. So my Traveler's Notebook is going to house, I love this. This is so cute. But anyway, I digress. It's going to house my weekly planner, which replaces my Traveler's Notebook weekly planner. And as I mentioned before, I just was not a fan of the yellow off-white paper. It's not my thing. And I never used this, whatever the heck this was supposed to be. So this is part 1. I have set it up with some tabs. So this is my January tab, my February tab, my March tab. I can't see from this angle, but my June tab, blah, blah, blah. Did I say it? You know what I mean. So I got some tabs on it, and I believe that was my last tab. It's not going to go all the way down because, again, this is only part 1. This one, as we talked about, is just an empty booklet for now. It was supposed to be my social media setup, but I'm going to try out digital planning my social media and see how that works for me. So it is, this book is kind of light. It's usually a lot thicker, but this is because this belongs in there. So I set up just one tab for now, which is just January, because I don't know where February is going to end, because this is my daily planner. So I go along with this as the day goes by. And this is just the 2026 version of my 2025, which, as you've seen before, is my daily to-dos and daily brain dump journaling, whatever the heck this is. Does it even have a name? I don't know. But it's going to just replace this. Still going to use it in the same format. And then I did a calendar. I haven't added the dates in as of yet, because I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do that with pencil or what. This is a little crooked, so it's bothering me, so I'm going to fix that. And then as the month goes on, so I have my calendar, then I have my daily, then I'll write blah, blah, blah. And when the month ends, then I'll think about doing another calendar for February, and then I have my daily. And then once I do my calendar for February, then I'll add the little tab. But this could potentially go from January to like March. It depends on the calendar portion of it. And then this, I'm just going to end up sticking in here in the back potentially. And then just closing this up. Taking this with me to my desk, because where else? I don't carry this outside the house. That's my little everyday carry that I take with me. So this is just going to live on my desk. And I can bring this, instead of bringing this whole thing to my desk that I don't need to update only weekly, I just bring this to my desk, because my work desk and my creative desk are in 2 different spots. So if you didn't know, now you know. So, you know, bringing this whole thing over just to write in my daily pages is bit of annoying. So now I can pull it out. It's protected. I can write. I can bring it back to my work decks and just slide it right on in the back there. Like, I don't know where that country accent came from, but whatever. I finally have my daily gratitude journal that I'm going to try out for the very first time this year. I put some tabs on that as well. So I have my monthly here. I don't know what to do with the monthly just yet because all of my events and plans are going to go in my traveler's notebook. So I think I'm just going to do maybe a sticker a day, the way I'm feeling or the way that day went, because I have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stickers. And then I have my weekly, which I want to do my gratitude. So for my first week of January, which starts on the 29th, I want to do my daily gratitude list and then put a few pictures like I mentioned before. So this is new for me for 2026. I've never done a daily dated anything because, as you remember, and I mentioned that I suck at that. But I really am going to commit to it this year. I really want to get into the gratitude habit. So there's that little cutie. So those are my journals for 2026. Let me know what you're going to be using. And if you made it to the end of this video, put a little pen emoji in the comments. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.